lads, how's it going? It is me, Lockie B, the King Dreamer, obviously, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about why Logan Paul is ducking JMX, why he is scared to fight Joel Morris. And look, let's be honest, have you seen JMX fight? If you haven't, you should. I mean, the man can do it all. He's 2-0 in boxing, 1-0 in MMA. The man is a fucking beast. And if you don't believe me, have a look at these moments.
He's struggling. And he throws. Right hand by Mike, but he's caught again. He needs to return. And that was a hell of a shot by JMX. And he's knocked down. And it's quite an easy fight for him. Big fist getting thrown. He going to celebrate.
He tries to step in. JMX is walking in one with that left hand.
And it's a good right hook. Oh, and it's a good hook from JMX, and he looks for the finish. Oh, he's all over. He's down. Coach just dropped. It's just body shots. He's mixing it up lovely. Right hook by JMX. Another right hook.
And after seeing them clips, you'd understand why Logan would be scared to fight Joel. But I think it goes a bit deeper than that. See, Logan said at the media press conference for KSI vs Logan Paul 2 that he was on his redemption arc. Yeah, I know. The twat actually called filming a dead body his redemption arc. Yeah, no, that doesn't sit with me, but that's a whole another video. Well, it could be anyway. But besides the point, his redemption took a massive L. And yes, Logan, if you are watching, filming a dead body isn't an L. Losing to JJ was. But I don't want to get too sidetracked. Once again, that could be another video. But it got me thinking, that's where I think Logan is scared. He drew his first boxing match, and that was very controversial. I'll give him that. I think JJ won that, whether you agree or not, whether you're a Logang for life, or if you're a JJ fan, or if you're just a neutral bystander. That match was controversial, but even more so was the second one where Logan did actually lose. JJ won that by 3 points, so even if you had won that appeal for the 2-point reduction, Logan, you would have lost. But once again, I'm getting a little sidetracked. He drew his first boxing match, he lost his second, and now his channel is dying. While still drawing good numbers, his main channel is. It is significantly less than a year ago. And even his podcast, which is normally drawing really good numbers, has just sunk to the point where he's only getting 400k views. And yes, looking at my channel, that's a lot more than I'm getting. But from where he was before the fight, like, you can literally see where his channel drops off for the Impulsive podcast. His last video that hit 1 million views was the first podcast after the fight. After that, he's been getting 500k views or less. With Jake fighting Anisson Gibbs, you should be looking at fighting JMX. But you need to take a leaf out of your brother's book. You need to take that fight. Because at the moment, you need something. And yes, I know you've said you're going to focus on your channel and the quality of your content, but I honestly believe you need this fight with JMX more than JMX needs it with you. If you don't believe it from me, hear it from my mate, Django Liam.
Hello Djangoons, it's Django Liam here. So as King Dreamer rightly said, Logan hasn't really been responding to JMX. We'll start off with a couple of pointers, shall we? So we both know about the KSI vs Logan fight. It ended with KSI and Logan drawing with the first fight, which was quite controversial, as we rightly said. The second fight, KSI slayed Logan, like I said in my video. Respectively as well, JMX has had 2 boxing matches, one against Mike Fox and one against Coach Richard, who trained him for the Mike Fox fight in the first place. And then he got trained by Vidal Riley, who's also KSI's trainer. As well as the boxing, JMX has decided to do MMA and just got his first victory. So that's technically 3-0-0. Well, if you want to count it properly, it's like 2 in boxing and 1 in MMA. Now, how this all started really is Logan actually mentioned about JMX fighting against him in like an MMA match on his podcast Impulsive. I think the reason this was done was because of the whole hype circling around Gib versus Jake. Like, obviously, Jake's been ducking Gib for ages, and it took so much pressure for Jake to actually give in because he wanted to fight loads of people like Soulja Boy, and he even called Chris Brown out, of all people, in the end of the Deji fight. So with Logan losing, I think he wants to just follow in his brother's footsteps and fight some kind of distant relative of KSI. And who else would be perfect? The JMX. If I'm honest, I always wanted to see a Logan versus JMX boxing match, but I thought it would never happen because I didn't think Logan would stoop up to the relevancy level. However, he hasn't really been responding to JMX. Like, JMX made like a response video to Logan, and evidently you would have expected Logan to do a response back to JMX, and that's how the whole thing probably would have kicked off. Now, personally, I don't think Logan is scared to fight JMX per se, but I think he's scared to lose another fight. As he's been saying lately in his videos, he's addicted to the ring and stuff like that. He's probably been training every single day, and pretty much I just think he's tired of bad things happening. I mean, we all know what happened in January. I'm kind of past that point now because I just feel like it's stupid holding on to things, but you know, people have their reasons to be upset and I greatly respect that. I'm an easy forgiver anyway, but for someone who goes through mental health issues on a day-to-day basis, it's quite a generous thing for me to let something like that go. So then, what are the differences between JMX and Logan Paul as a fighter? Logan Paul is 6'2", JMX is 6'5". The two of them are probably the biggest YouTubers who have been on any like boxing undercard, not main event for Logan, but you know, JMX, you know, on a card, that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not 100% sure how much experience JMX actually has in the MMA ring. I know he's brilliant in boxing, but he's got this sort of shoulder that keeps like dislocating, and it's very like, to win 2 boxing matches with a bloody shoulder that just comes out whenever it wants, respect for that. But I know that Logan has a good background with wrestling. Now, wrestling isn't really the same as MMA. I don't really follow the two, but I just know that they're not the same thing, but they do have similar traits. As we all seen from the KSI fight, Logan loves grappling, so that could be one of the weaknesses against JMX. However, the immeasurable size that JMX is against Logan, like, I think he's got the upper hand because he's got more weight behind him, he's got more muscle, and he's the biggest YouTube boxer there is. But we're talking MMA now, so I think it'll be quite an interesting fight because they both have skills from different sets, but it just determines who makes out the most. Mentally, I think JMX is stronger because he really has nothing to lose, does he? Logan's got a lot to lose, so yeah. I mean, he's already lost once against KSI. And a final pointer before I get you back to the King Dreamer is Logan also could be avoiding the whole JMX scenario because of the Antonio Brown fight coming up. Basically, there's been this beef back and forth. I don't know if it's legit yet or not, but Logan's making out that like Antonio Brown's ducking Logan, but he's kind of ducking JMX, so give us some news, Logan. Are you fighting him or not? Yes or no? Antonio Brown or JMX, whoever you want. That's all from me. I'll send you back to the King Dreamer now. Bye, Jangoons.
Thank you for that, Liam. In conclusion, Logan, people want to see you fight again, and I don't think Antonio Brown is the man to fight you. I think everyone would much rather see you fight JMX. It's a fight that I think would be evenly matched, and I think it would just be entertaining. Yeah, so Logan, stop ducking JMX. Let us know what's going on. Do you want to fight JMX or do you want to fight Antonio Brown? Just give us something, Logan, please. Anyways, this has been the King Dreamer, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.